The fallout from Roadblock, we all get some sensitivity training. Emelina is still coming soon, and a man named Strowman is the beatdown king of Columbus, Ohio. Raw now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Fun Dad. Yes. Christmas Fun Dad.
Just enjoy it.
I'm enjoying that sweater.
Drink it in, man. It's beautiful news. Wonderful time of the year. Welcome, everybody.
Thanks.
To the Raw After Show. Yes, welcome to you, too. This is the Raw After Show on AfterBuzz TV. This is our final show of the 2K16, y'all. How about that?
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to be here. It's very brave of you to invite me back.
Why wouldn't I?
Because I'm reckless.
Okay, you call yourself reckless, but I don't find you reckless. I find you
She's a
charming.
maverick,
Yeah.
an adventurer.
I find you a maverick.
Here's the thing, is that I've been told multiple times that I'm not allowed to come back onto the WWE after shows because my mouth is filthy.
Who says that?
I don't know.
You're just making stories up in your brain.
I know for a fact somebody said it to me.
Okay, well, it sure as heck wasn't me. Do you think Fun Dad's gonna tell you not to come back?
You would never say that to me because you're a precious pumpkin.
Yeah, I'm a precious
There you go.
pumpkin. I have warmth in
You
my
too,
heart.
Markeia. You're precious.
you.
You're all precious pumpkins.
So let's get
I
right
did
into
be
it,
a
y'all.
precious
This is
pumpkin.
the final show of 2016, and Ty Matthews is on location. We don't know where he's at, but he can't make it
Yeah.
tonight. But we had to have someone powerful and charming and a little bit reckless to
Yeah.
fill in for him. So we have a great squad to close out the year for you. I'm Jonny Loquasto, at JQuasto on the Twitter. The lovely lady right there, also adorned in ornaments and love.
Adornments.
It is.
Adornments.
Ornaments.
There you go.
Oh
You
my
can see
God,
her
TM.
all over the place. Very funny actress and improviser. Find her on Twitter at Markeia McCarty because she's Markeia McCarty.
Yes, and happy holidays, big time. Oh, I'm so happy and sad. Happy and
Yeah.
sad at the same time because yes, we get a break, but then also it's like, oh, who am I going to talk wrestling with now?
Well, you know, there's always, slide up in the DMs.
Yeah.
A lot of sliding up in DMs lately.
Yeah.
Apparently that's a thing.
That is a fact.
My DMs
thing.
are open.
I don't know that the whole
Mine are
sliding.
not.
I just don't.
I like it.
How about can we send a DM? It sounds way less disturbing.
No.
Can we ooze
slide
a
in
DM?
there?
I don't want to slide in a DM. I want to send you a DM.
You have to commit to the slide.
I don't want to commit. I was a fat kid. I wasn't good at stealing second base. I couldn't slide. I would hurt myself.
How are you going to get a home run if you don't slide into it?
Well, that's why I've never had a home run.
You can't
Oh,
really
you're a virgin.
saunter in.
Oh, we're talking about that? Oh, well.
Oh, Lord.
So, also on the panel, she is the creator of the YouTube channel Snarled. Find that at youtube.com/snarled. Find her at Rachel Sam Evans. Because she's Rachel Sam Evans.
That's me, Rachel Sam Evans. Rachel Sam Vans, depends on how your brain works.
And you're wearing a pretty sweet club
I am
Christmas sweater.
so close to taking it off. I'm really warm.
And you have a turtleneck on.
I have a turtleneck under it.
It's
Do
a
what you
very
gotta
nice
do.
turtleneck dress.
It is a good
actually.
it is a goodness.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
I'm keeping this on for as long as I can.
Do it. And whenever you got to take it off, you don't have to warn us. Just take it off.
Oh, I will.
It's the final show of the year. We need the, get some views.
Yeah, no, I'll for
There's
sure
that.
be naked by
To
the
be
end
honest,
of this.
I've never
Okay.
worn this sweater
This-
under bright lights. I might combust.
You've got to describe this, though.
If I
for
burst into
those-
flames, I'm
Describe
sorry.
your sweater, please, Johnny.
Okay.
Can you show your body a little bit?
Yeah, can you just stand up a little bit?
There we go.
That is a full ass
Saint
Santa
Nick.
head.
This is-
Isn't she?
This is tinsel on my arm, and this is some more ornaments over here.
Oh.
So, I found this in Denver a few years ago, right before the holiday season, and I'm not going to say how much I paid for it, but needless to say, it was worth it. And
gorgeous sweater.
Yeah,
You just had to
I-
sacrifice one child.
Well,
The golden child for
That's
that one.
fine.
Can I have the knife? Yeah, so I won the AfterBuzz TV Christmas sweater thing last year at the Christmas party. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it. I was in Arizona doing shows all weekend, so I missed it. And so I wanted to wear it tonight.
What a fool.
I know. It's a bummer.
This
But
is really cute. I love this.
It's a great sweater. Thank you, Scott
Yeah.
Narver, for hooking that up.
Thanks, Narvi.
Yeah, he got it for me. It was pretty
Sweet baby Narv.
Very
Sweet
cool.
baby Narv. And Jimbo Frank, how was the party? Did you enjoy yourself over the weekend?
It was amazing. I took third place in the ugly sweater contest.
Dude, what was your sweater?
Just his chest hair.
Which also caught on fire.
Yeah, I Snapchatted it. Obviously, it doesn't exist anymore, though.
Snapchat?
Yeah.
What?
No,
Oh.
the The story. I didn't memorize it. I don't memorize things.
Oh, you should.
That's fine.
I know. Some things I do.
Johnny,
but
this
not
sweater
anything.
looks really good.
It really does.
Does it?
I'm looking at
Thanks.
Markeia's phone. It looks really good.
I mean, if someone wants to take a gif of me dancing in the sweater like this, I'm totally okay with it. 5 seconds.
Get it,
4
get
seconds.
it, don't stop, get it, get it. Oh, I will use
Got
that
it.
for
I know.
so
I know
many
a few
things.
people that know how to take that GIF or GIF or whatever the hell it's called. Feel free to do it. You have an hour.
GIF.
I
While
think
you're-
it's a GIF.
It's a GIF.
I know,
I don't
A-
care what the creator
Creator.
says.
AJ0314. I know you're good at these. Hook it up, buddy. All right, so let's get to Raw. First up, I feel like we need to talk about Roadblock, right? It's the final show of the year.
Yeah.
Let's just kind of wing it a little bit.
Okay.
Overall thoughts. The internet had a lot of strong opinions on many, many things. So, overall thoughts on yours ends about Roadblock. Oh, it's too hot.
The sweater's already coming off.
McCarty, I'm going to eat
I
it.
can still talk.
Yeah,
No, you can.
Just saying it is hot in the
That was
studio, but now
so
it's gotten
sexy
even
and so sensual.
hotter.
So sensual. Gosh.
Excuse me, I'm ready to talk about Roadblock
Yeah.
now.
Now I feel like I need sensitivity training. All right.
Oh my goodness me.
So overall thoughts, guys, on Roadblock. Okay. That's fair.
The women's
okay,
match was.
you know?
I thought the women's match was dope.
Yeah,
I was very
yes.
into that.
Yes, there was a lot of goodness with that. They brought it, and have they not ever brought it? You know, has there not been a time? My favorite still the Hell in the Cell. My favorite still for them wrestling in WWE Raw.
Yep.
Like within then. The tag team though.
Oh, there goes one of them.
lost an ornament.
The tag team
put it
match
back.
was phenomenal. New Day crushed it. Sheamus and Cesaro crushed it. I was just, and I know this kind of counteracts what I said a few weeks ago, and Xavier let me know about it. I know he told me I pronounce his name.
Say it 3 times.
Xavier.
That sounds great.
Sorry, I added a Z to it. I apologize.
Okay.
But I don't know. I didn't
people.
want to see them lose now.
Right? Right?
Them losing was it was almost too predictable to where it's like, all right, they broke the record. Let's do something. Like, no, I'd rather.
Yeah, can't they just Nikki Bella it for a while?
It was equal parts predictable and abrupt to me.
Yeah.
It seemed like a weird. I do love Cesaro and Sheamus because I've never
Yes.
seen a tag team like that where one of them is like ultra heel and one of them is ultra face.
Sure.
Yes.
So I'm very into that.
Sheamus and Cesaro Protection Service.
And
We love
Cesaro,
it.
this is the most I've seen of Cesaro where I like people are getting behind him and people have always liked him, but I don't think people have been like,
He does things that no one else can do.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Oh my God, him and Big Show was a battle royale, and it felt like he deadlifted Big Show and knocked him out of the ring.
he is incredible, and it's also, I find it incredible that he perpetually looks like he's 12 years old.
Yeah.
His little face.
Oh.
But he's an incredible worker, and I'm glad that he's finally getting a shot at something.
And to be fair, Sheamus is also phenomenal in the ring. I mean, the guy is very physical,
he's
and
good.
Yeah,
they're an
he's
incredible
good.
tag team. It's just, New Day broke the record. I would have loved to see it continue for a little bit longer. Because for me, it's if you have 483 days with the title, I would love to see a story build with Sheamus and Cesaro. It's like, yeah, they won the Fatal 4-Way. All of a sudden, boom, #1 contenders.
Yeah.
I don't know. Overall thoughts. But I thought the women...
They're not going to keep it for a long time. I mean,
Probably not. No. And I with you, I think the women really brought it. Some people were saying it was too slow. It's like, dude, it's a 30-minute match.
Yeah,
Like,
you
it
gotta-
has to build and
It's
tell
a
a story.
marathon,
Yeah.
not a sprint.
Exactly.
We're not looking at 100 yards. We're
You
looking at
can't-
2 miles.
yeah, you can't give everything you have in the first 15 minutes or even 20 minutes of an Ironman, or else what's there to look forward to?
Yeah. And the other common thing that I kept seeing, the common thread was that, they're just devaluing the women's title because they've hopped back and forth. Charlotte has it 4 times now. Sasha has it 3 times. But, I mean, I look at it this way. Years from now, people will look back on this and say, wow, how evenly matched were these 2 women? They traded the title back and forth because they were that evenly matched. They just kept defeating each other. To me, that doesn't really devalue it per se. And if Sasha would have hung on to it, to me, that would have been the most predictable thing, because everyone's like, oh, there's no way she's going to lose. She's going to keep it. So by Charlotte winning, I was like, oh, damn, that's a ballsy move.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, every match we've seen, I think you have to judge it match per match, and every match we've seen from them has been amazing.
Yes, but
So-
then did we doubt that Charlotte would get it back during a pay-per-view?
I really thought Sasha was going to retain.
I predicted Sasha for this thing I'm in. I mean,
Yeah.
you just have to put in. It's not very exciting. You just
I think it's
tweet
gonna.
predictions.
I think it's gonna take a lot for me not at this point to choose Charlotte when it comes to a pay-per-view. I mean, it's just come on. At this point, it's almost Cena LOL.
Yo,
I mean, but
Come
this was a
on.
fantastic match. I mean, they're fantastic wrestlers.
oh,
And-
Sasha
So-
with her little face,
Yep.
with the blood in the face.
That's gonna be that's gonna be an amazing moment in her career though. Like looking back down the road.
Oh yeah,
The photos it's gonna look back. You know, people are gonna look back then and be like, wow,
it looked
she.
awesome.
Yeah, and scary at the same time.
But I mean, I grew up on that.
There you go.
I miss that. You
grew up on-
blood. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking
Color.
about menstruation.
Thank you, Rachel. Yes, we knew. We know that. We do know that.
Cool.
Also, I thought the Cruiserweight division really had a great showing at Roadblock. Neville, wow.
Neville.
Just incredible. And then tonight on Raw, followed it up with great mic work. By far the best mic work we've seen him do. Just so good. The fact that he came down, he was a one-man destruction machine on everybody, and that just makes the division so much more compelling. Of course, you have Austin Aries on commentary. It's only a matter of time till he's joining in, and so this Cruiserweight division's getting real good.
Super hot.
Yeah, they've got backstory going on. They've got mic work. I'm interested. They have their own night. Let's do this.
And I feel like people are behind Swan as the sympathetic champ.
Oh my God, is he amazing or
Yeah.
what?
Isn't he so good?
He is so good, and I haven't seen somebody like him in a long time, and I really dig him so much. But that's what I loved about the Cruiserweight Classic is the stories behind it were so compelling and so authentic, and I feel like they are bleeding over into 205. I would like to
Slowly.
see more.
Yeah.
Very slowly.
And Cedric Alexander can do amazing things in the ring. They all can.
he
They all
can do
have different
amazing things with that puka shell necklace.
Yeah. Who? If you put one on,
You
pretty-
put one on, superpowers.
There you go.
Oh, Annie has tiny frameless glasses. If I were in 4th grade, Cedric Alexander would be my #1 crush.
He'd be your bae.
Oh my God.
You'd want to ship him.
I would ship the ship out of him.
There you go. So let's go to the beginning of Raw.
said no curse words.
We'll bolt through it here. But overall, Roadblock, it's well, we found it early on Raw. It's going to transition into the Raw Rumble. So we start off with the Kevin and Chris show. They talk about how they have to do whatever they have to do to stay Universal Champion. Obviously, they do. And, it's the hug of Jericho.
Oh, I love that.
Bring it in, man.
I'm so glad.
That hit me in all the right places. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, no, I'm so glad that they didn't break up. I love them together, and I feel like they should be together forever. I know they won't be, but I feel like they should be.
And I love that gigantic smile. I mean, going back to Roadblock, I love that gigantic smile that Jericho had on when he was like, "And here's your title."
No.
Just
After the code breaker.
the chemistry's great.
Oh.
And I dug that Foley segment. I was into it.
I
Did
thought
it look like he was shirtless to y'all?
I'll tell you
when
what,
he,
Mick,
like,
Mick
first-
Foley is
Right?
losing weight,
So
and it's
into
Didn't it?
he's losing weight, and it's an amazing thing for him because I know his joints are not well, and so for him losing the weight, it's good for him. So I'm very happy.
Well,
for
he
him.
was wearing a sweater that had it had a fake
chest
chest.
hair
Yeah.
and gold. Yeah, pretty awesome.
I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, it was starting to drag a little bit, but then when the cage came down, I was like, oh, this is going to be good. And then finally the cage went up, and Jericho's in it flipping out. He hates heights.
Yeah.
Literally crying, and like he's reaching down for KO, and KO's reaching up like, I can't get you, buddy. And
I
so,
love it.
Yeah.
And I love that Foley, too, was trying to pitch in. He's like, just boost me up. If you boost me up, I can get to him.
Well, Mick, you see Mick go to the top rope like he was going to do something?
I know.
I was like, Mick, just be careful.
I liked when he was looking through his fanny pack for the key. I'm like, oh, I forgot the key.
To me,
like the fanny pack.
Big fanny pack.
Foley's still God.
Yeah.
Was my favorite growing up, and he's still my favorite, and there's nothing that he can do that I won't be in love with.
And and Columbus agreed because he did say right here in
Shady
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and they were like, no. And then he corrected himself, and then it was great because then KO and Chris
Yes.
the same time. I
Yes.
mean, they made it
They
work.
said the same thing at
grabbed
the
it.
same
And you
time,
know
which
what?
I love.
That's
Hey, it's live TV. You're gonna make mistakes, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, especially him. He's lost some blood.
Yes, a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he has.
Yes.
So Mick Foley says, KO and Chris Jericho always find a way to get one over on people. They always find a way to escape out of there, but not at the Royal Rumble because Chris Jericho will be in that cage during the main event. Well, let's be honest, the Rumble's the main event, but during the Universal title match, it's going to be Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns in a rematch.
Yes.
Cool.
Question, will Roman Reigns even defend the United States title at all before Royal Rumble?
I don't know. Rusev is busy. So,
He's matchking.
You know.
He's matchking
He's going
a
to
lot.
hotel rooms and
Too much matchking.
A lot of
meetings,
matchkas.
so.
A lot of matchkas going on.
And then who else would be going up for it? Sami Zayn's going after Strowman.
Which I love that. For me, it's just hard when you're already owning that title and that's not on the line.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to believe that there's going to be anything happening other than Kevin Owens leaving, which that's fine. But it's like when you go into a title match, you want to have a little bit of that unpredictability, right?
Nope. Yeah.
Because there's no way Roman Reigns is going to have 2 titles. Let's be honest.
What if he
we
did? That would be some heel work. What if he had 2 titles? What if he had 2 titles?
I wouldn't want that.
What if he Daniel Bryan'd it and would just...
Has it been... What was the Rumble that everyone flipped out? It was 2 years ago now it'll be, when Roman won.
Yeah.
3 years ago
Yeah.
was Batista, if I recall
Yeah.
correctly.
Okay.
2 years ago. Who won the Rumble last year? Chat roll?
I think it was...
No, it was
My brain.
Baron Corbin. Or,
No.
no, wait, no.
No.
That he won
Andre the
the
Giant.
he won
I
Andre
think
the Giant.
it was Roman Reigns.
Did he win last year?
I feel that, but I am going off feelings and no memories.
That would make sense because he did main event
Roman.
WrestleMania against Triple H, did he not? Yes, he did. So I'm
I
sorry.
don't know.
So 2 years ago was Batista winning and people went
Okay.
nuts. Last year was Reigns, I believe, and people also went nuts. So
Okay.
So people are going to go nuts again.
yeah, I mean, here's the thing though. That match is obviously not going to close out the show. The Royal Rumble has to close out the show.
Yeah, and then that's going to be Goldberg.
Yeah, Roman won 2015. Yes, it was. There you go.
Goldberg
And
can't win. Can
No,
he?
I just meant like
Sorry.
that match. I just meant that match.
I mean, it's going to be cool with Lesnar and Goldberg in there for sure.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, but yeah, we're 2 years now removed since Batista won and everyone lost their mind, and then Roman won
Triple
last
H,
year.
good.
Triple
It was
H
so
won
good.
last year. That's right. Triple H won last year.
Oh,
That's when he came back in.
showed up.
Yeah,
That
that's when he
was
showed
right.
up.
Right.
So
that was
how
super
could
cool.
we
I
forget?
thought so. So it
That
was
was
3
super
years
cool.
ago.
Nice.
It was 3 years ago when Batista won, and then Roman won 2 years ago. People went nuts in Philadelphia. Scott Narver, I remember, was
Right.
there for it, and last year was Triple H. Yes. Thank you,
I-
chat roll.
Okay,
Dig
cool.
it.
So
Thank
much to
you.
remember and watch. My brain just doesn't in the moment. Oof.
Hey, you know what? We're all human.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are. And so, first match of the night, Big Cass versus Rusev only lasts about 3 minutes. Big Cass just wails away on him and gets DQ'd rather quick from the beatdown. Rusev stumbles away. And, yeah, so that's not the last we see of Rusev.
That's that, and that's that.
Yeah, not the last we'll see of Rusev. Mick Foley hands out brand new tag titles to Sheamus and Cesaro. Were you guys surprised at this?
Yes.
Yeah,
For
actually.
what reason?
I don't know. They didn't really say.
Yeah, well, I guess when you have, those tag team titles and they've been on somebody's waist for 483 days,
That's respectful, actually.
then
to
it's
think about
like,
it that
hey,
way.
we need to have a new design happen. And I'm A-okay with that.
Yeah, they're retiring it. I think
Yeah.
that's respectful, actually, to retire that.
And
belt
it's interesting
after.
that they chose, because like the other tag team titles, it kind of looked bronzy, and then these looked silver. So it's like, when it goes down the line, is it going to be more gold?
I
So
don't know.
possibility.
It is. But yeah, new titles. Sasha Banks then hits the ring. She has a knee brace on and crutches, and she basically just says that, I'll admit it, the better woman won. I've bled in the ring. I bled last night, and I did everything I possibly could, and it broke my heart to tap out. And so she invited Charlotte out to the ring to be congratulated.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Charlotte,
how did that go?
Not well.
No, it's difficult when you invite someone to, say, your party and they don't show up.
That is, that's some shit. I've been there
Yeah.
before, and that is hard.
Yeah, that was just okay.
People have shown up and swiped your crutch out from under you?
Yeah, all the time.
Or like their friend shows up in their place.
Their like bigger friend who doesn't
Way-
want to be there, just
Yeah.
eats all your cookies.
Oh, you're talking about Nia Jax.
Yeah, Jax.
Yeah, Nia Jax hits the ring, and she says, Sasha, you're not even a woman, and you're not even deserving of that title. She swipes the crutch out
Rude.
and just tosses her across the ring.
Rude.
And then
And
like
leaves.
picks up that crutch to like, hey, I'm gonna wail on. Nah, you're not worth it. Toss the crutch.
I agree that she needs time, but I am down for some Nia Jax.
Okay.
I'm down for her. I think that she's just a ruthless little so-and-so.
Okay.
I censored myself. I dig her, and I think that if she is given a proper guidance, she can be like the next China. That's a lot to say. I know that that's a lot to say, and I don't agree with it because I just said it, and I know that, and I'm taking back my word.
Well, she already spoke way more than China ever did.
Well, I know
early
that.
on.
I know that. I'm just thinking about her presence. She has something. There's something there. She has an it factor to me.
I
that
agree.
Yeah, it could
think
definitely
that-
be utilized.
I think it just
Definitely.
needs to be honed.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. And
She
Yeah.
could. No, it would be dope if Paul Heyman was her manager.
I think if she had a manager,
would,
yes.
Yeah, I would love to see him
Nope.
more in any case.
Well, I know, and he'll probably come back for something else, and I get that.
Well,
or
I
like
mean, the
Braun
Rumble's in
Strowman or something.
5 weeks. Wait, how? The Rumble's really soon. It's like
Rumble's really soon.
Yeah.
5 weeks. So we're gonna see Heyman very,
No, I
very
think
soon.
it's a
Yeah, I
month.
mean he's managed more than one person before. I mean it didn't work well. Like
Yeah,
when
I mean,
he managed Cesaro.
I think
and,
in general it'd be great to
at
see
the
more
same time.
managers. I think
Yeah.
I miss the days of having managers. I think they could be very, very useful. And I'm not talking about just Bob Backlund, 'cause I love me some Backlund. I'm talking about
doesn't.
managers we will consistently see. And I think Nia Jax would absolutely benefit from not only someone to more or less talk with her,
Yeah.
not for her, but with her, and also be with her at ringside. I think that would actually be pretty cool.
I'm in for a female monster.
Oh,
I mean, we have our giants, and she's big.
Yeah, we almost had Karma a
Yeah.
couple of years ago, but obviously for certain circumstances didn't happen.
She's solid. She's a doorbuster. It's good. You need that on your team. So
Yeah,
and
her-
they have that.
Sasha, it's going to be not easy for her. But,
Her tiny little self.
yep, she's a little,
Oh,
little
for
person.
this
She
rivalry.
is-
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's gonna have to get real crafty. She's gonna have to get snake smart when she goes up against her because you can't do brawn, you can't do flippies.
That's well, yes, you can't. But that's watch. Nope, can't say that. But yes, you can. She just needs to work smarter.
Yep.
She needs to. When you see people like Rey Mysterio go up against people like Brock Lesnar and kick ass, like it's possible.
Oh, it's very possible.
yeah.
She
It
just
definitely
needs
is.
to learn to not take those bumps that
Yes.
are unnecessary.
She can't take those rag dolls when it's
She
going to be
takes
with a Jax
unnecessary
power
Yes.
behind
Right
them.
now, she's on a one-way track to being done by 30.
Oh, God,
it's a shame,
Yeah.
but
wrecks my life.
yeah,
I get
Each
being
time.
committed, but like you gotta pick your battles.
sure.
But oh God, she's so athletic. She's so committed. And
Yeah.
and that's why I love her. That's why I love her.
I mean, everyone loves her. Yeah, she's.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
luck.
we did see a couple new women's storylines starting to develop tonight, but first things first, Cedric Alexander taking on Noam Dar. Cedric wins with the lumbar check. Cedric does things every single time in the ring to where you watch and you're like, man, this guy should have been here a long time ago.
Damn.
But he had
Cedric
he had a great
Alexander.
run with Ring of Honor, which is phenomenal. But so they're even up 1-1. Noam Dar grabs the mic outside the ring and he says, I'm not even going to try the accent.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Will you please try it?
I love
No.
that he just like
No.
he just had a mic. He was down there. He was
I
like-
know. And he's like,
Well, all right.
continue.
Nope.
do you want to hear my
Continue.
Irish accent?
Continue.
He's not Irish.
I know, but I only have one accent and it's Irish.
Great.
Okay.
Do you want to hear it?
Go ahead,
Yeah.
McDuck.
Potato. That's it.
Is that it?
Thank you so much.
Here in Duckburg.
I know he's not Irish, by the way.
Yeah.
But I loved him. I love that.
So
Yeah.
Noam
Oh,
Dar
he
says
was
the real
sassy.
prize is Alicia Fox, and essentially he wants to have her.
Yeah. Well, that's all he wants for Christmas.
Yeah.
Is Alicia.
He should have sang the Mariah Carey song.
Fox.
Don't want
Yeah, that one.
that for.
Well, I was thinking the faster portion of the song.
No.
but- Okay.
Here's what. I know
beginning.
I'm supposed to be offended by this, like as a woman in 2016. I know you can't have another woman because free will and consent. So let's just get that out of the way. But that being said, I loved it. I loved his skeeziness.
Well, he's great.
He's good. And I
Yeah.
loved his just like, ooh, I'm gross and I know it. And I want to sweat all over your face.
Yeah, well,
Lords.
he's that young
Oh,
kid.
Lords.
He's one of them damn young millennials like you who's very entitled. Not you are. I'm saying Noam Dar is very entitled. He's very entitled. Not you. Noam Dar is.
fun dad.
No, but that's the character he is, and it's great. He's like 24 or something.
But he strikes me as like a serial killer.
Oh well.
Entitled, like I'm entitled to your life.
Okay.
I don't know. I see him his character getting really extreme. but I'm an extreme person.
He
Little bit.
easily could. That niche is there.
Sure.
You know, I mean, he could definitely work that.
That's the cool thing about 205 Live is we're starting to see guys really branch out a little bit personality-wise, and so there's different storylines developing, and I think it's all great news.
Oh, somebody in the chat, Haywood Wong just said something great. Is Gnome Joey Ryan?
No, Joey's a lot more...
Sex machine?
Couple of people
Yeah, I
say
mean,
that.
first off, Joey's been doing it for way longer, but also Joey...
Yeah, but
Joey, he
not
does
talking
it...
about skill here.
No, he does sleaze perfectly, as far as... He does it in, like, the endearing, yet still creepy way, but not in the way where you're like, man, get away. You still want to watch it. Noam Dar, like you said, is going more towards Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
Whereas Joey...
That's why I like him.
Yeah, where Joey has perfected it to
I
where it's
dig
like you
that.
still want to see what he's doing, even though you know it's just weird.
Yeah, maybe that's why I like him, because he reminds me of a serial killer, and I do love my serial killers.
Oh, you know, we were talking about managers. I was just thinking, you know, we're talking about how managers would be great coming back. Sylvia Love mentioned it. Yeah, Ty Mathis, phenomenal manager. He's not here tonight. Phenomenal manager. If you watch Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, which you should every single week on Fight TV, Ty crushes it on the mic.
He's really good.
I was trying to see
He's
his
great.
match on for December 16th, where he was Champions of Arizona. Did
I
you hear
was-
Wrestling of
When
Arizona?
he
I was there.
speared?
Yeah.
I did a commentary
I was
over the
looking-
weekend.
I was looking for a video of that
I don't know.
because I was gonna dazzle him with
Yeah.
like, I'd be like, hey,
Your
I know one of
knowledge.
your because it was the last show.
I don't think the Arizona shows are available digitally yet. We had a taping.
okay, that's why.
Since I was in Arizona, I just drove over to Tucson and got to do commentary. And man, the crowd was phenomenal. Just
Really?
so
Yeah.
hyped up. The matches were fun. It was really cool to be able to jump in and do that. So, but yeah, I mean,
Ted's
Ty's a
such
great
a
So
manager.
they
manager.
have some videos, like some very short videos.
Yeah, and
on
I think
their
it's
Facebook.
going to keep growing, and I think it'll be available digitally at some point. But one thing at a time. So New Day hits the ring, and they say, you know, we lost, but in order to become 3-time champions, you got to lose a few times. Ric Flair had to lose 15 times to be the 16-time champion.
That's
That
right.
that is a fact.
The power of positivity, y'all. It's gonna
POP.
keep leading them. The POP. Because
He's down with POP. Yeah, you know me.
fun dad is.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm glad
Fun
that
day.
they recognized that Old Day happened, and they were like, we're never going to talk about that again.
I loved it.
and I'm like,
And then, of course, right when they say that, wait, did the club come out immediately? They pretty much did, right? Sheamus and Cesaro hit the ring first.
Yeah.
They mentioned the Old Day. The club comes out. They flex a little bit. I love hearing Gallows say nerds. I just dig it.
nerds.
Like,
It's like I just see a ring of nerds.
It's funny because, like, they are nerds.
Yes, they are, which I love.
I know.
I love that.
Sweet little bald nerd.
I totally dig it. And then, of course, the Shining Stars, they have a new vacation package that they want to offer to Sheamus and Cesaro. And Cesaro rips it up.
I loved this because the timing was perfect. Who doesn't want a vacation for like over Christmas?
True.
But also the fact that Sheamus was like, do they have sunscreen?
That was pretty good.
And they're like, no, I don't think you can go.
Yeah.
Poor baby.
Well, Cesaro just rips it up, and then a melee breaks out as we go to commercial break. But luckily, Teddy Long showed up during the commercial break and turned it into a tag team match.
Oh.
There you go.
So we end up having an 8-man tag. We have Sheamus and Cesaro and the New Day taking on the Club and the Shining Stars. Long story short, Cesaro wins with the sharpshooter.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
Our champs.
that's completely accurate. Because it was what was it? Cesaro, was he spinning Epico or Primo?
Don't put us in that,
Sorry.
don't put us in that position.
Oh, honey,
Sorry.
who knows?
Sorry, I think it was Epico.
I was trying to watch it in my car on the way here because it was so late. So
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know the
also the
specifics.
fact that he said "too sweet me." I'm sorry. I'm going back to the beginning and talking
Sure.
about Gallows and Anderson.
Yeah.
When he was like "too sweet me," my heart skipped a beat
because you love it.
because I love it.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard them say that on television in so long.
I think it's been a while. You're right, but I mean,
It's been a long
They're saying
time.
all their catchphrases from Japan, which is phenomenal.
they too sweet each other all the time. But I would to hear somebody acknowledge it because it's like the club, like. It's almost there. It's like saying a too sweet. It's like it's almost there, but when you hear the words, you're like, yes,
Yep.
that's my wrestling.
Dig in it. So Cesaro wins that match for the champs. Next, we have sensitivity training, guys. Enzo shows up. So basically, what happens is him and
How many
Cass
parts
were.
was this? Like 3?
I guess. So Enzo and Cass were backstage, and Enzo's upset because he's costing Cass a lot of victories, and Cass is like, don't worry about it. Rusev got what was coming to him. A letter gets delivered, and it said he has to go to sensitivity training because he's exposed
His dangling.
his certain things. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It was almost like one of the DMs that you received.
Again, am into it.
There you go.
I don't mind.
So he
It's
has
okay
to go
when participles dangle.
to sensitive.
Oh, no!
Speaking of dangling, there it goes.
That's okay. I didn't
did that.
need it.
He has to go to sensitivity
got
training,
two.
and he shows up. Bob Backlund's there, Darren Young's there, Jinder Mahal, and Bo Dallas.
Yeah,
What have they done wrong? I don't know.
Yeah, have we figured out what I get Bo.
Yeah.
I get Bo.
Well, Bo's got, he's got a journey to make.
Yeah.
I still think he needs his dad to help him out.
I
But then
feel
I
like
just want IRS, and I
Bob
just want IRS
Backlund.
anywhere.
What is he doing there?
Well, he's not the most sensitive guy.
I mean,
He's pretty rough on
he's
Darren Young.
he's of a different generation.
There's not
Sure.
a lot of gray area when it comes to Backlund,
a lot of gray hairs though.
Oh,
Stop.
Okay.
Not there.
I understand that.
And Jinder Mahal's there, so sensitivity training begins, and then that's where the segment ends.
Does it?
Kind of. Yeah, they kind of start saying hello to each other and so much, and then it'll continue a little bit later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, because it's different partners. So,
Great.
Next up, we have Titus taking on Sin Cara, but look out now, look out below, duck, do whatever you have to do, run and cover, because Braun Strowman decides to hit the ring. After telling Mick that he wanted Sami Zayn, well, Mick was like, gosh.
Braun Strowman.
Blarg!
I'm gonna eat you.
Yeah, that's a good brawn. That's a really good brawn.
They're both combined were my favorite.
Yeah.
So yeah, earlier in the episode, Mick Foley told Braun that he gave Sami Zayn the night off and that he has to calm down.
Yes.
So
Strowman bombed.
he says that he's like, I want Sami Zayn or else. And Mick's like, I don't have Sami Zayn. He's like, all right, or else. Well, he destroys Titus and Sin Cara and then sends Sin Cara through a whole bunch of presents.
That sounds great.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Hanukkah.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, hail Satan.
What?
Who said that? That's weird.
Why
Snarl!
wasn't Sin Cara in the sensitivity training?
Wait, who is that?
That's a fair point.
Who is
He
that?
should have definitely been like the first person there.
Oh.
I feel like there's a fair amount of people on the roster who could use a dash of sensitivity training.
No, but it's
Dash.
actually like noted that he has to go to training because of his attitude.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
really?
he is in real life.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Oh, really? In real life?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
But Jimbo, someone had to fly through the presents.
I guess that's a sensitivity training. The spirit of Christmas compels you.
So that's
Cool.
A little surprised not to see Titus there.
not. Yeah, well, I mean,
He was there.
Wait, he was?
Yeah,
I didn't miss that.
he beat up Titus too.
Well,
Oh, what?
yeah, he and
Oh,
Titus.
crap. I must have had like a Titus blinder on.
It was not 15 seconds before
Okay.
Braun Strowman came and was like, bye.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
my bad.
Don't worry. I understand the Titus block.
I guess I was checking my phone during that time. Oh, wait.
Yep.
Almost missed that.
So backstage, Kevin Owens tells Chris Jericho to calm down. And Jericho's like, I don't like heights, man. It freaked me out. I was having trouble breathing. I needed oxygen. Blah, blah, blah. You know, I was hanging from the cage looking like a moron, like a sexy piñata.
That's right. Sexy pinata.
There you go.
That's right.
So he also has arachnophobia, which, as you know, is a fear of spiders at heights. What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Kevin Owens, being the best friend that he is, talks him out of it and pumps him up. He says, you're Chris Jericho, damn it, and I'm Kevin Owens, darn it, and tonight Rollins and Reigns are going to get...
It. Just like that.
Yeah.
They're gonna get
They're going to get... Yeah.
Get him some more oxygen.
Absolutely. So another great segment between these two.
Yeah.
Charlotte hits the ring, says, bow down to your queen, the only 4-time women's champion. I'm the greatest superstar ever. I beat the boss out of Sasha Banks. I would dominate anyone. Trish Stratus, the moolah. The only moolah here is the cash I generate. Bam. Listen to
Yeah,
her.
that was pretty good.
That was.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
She was hitting it tonight.
She is just. Is anyone better than her? She is just
No.
the best.
Yep.
She was definitely showing her A game
can
tonight,
argue.
and everybody was feeling it.
Love her.
I mean, you talk
I'm
about...
not feeling the hair. It makes it look like she was scalped, but I understand that it's good for fighting. So like, I respect the practicality of it.
Sure. But no,
Yeah.
she's phenomenal. I mean, wow, she's gone from in just a short couple of years, really, to
Yeah, actually.
being incredible. I
Yeah.
mean, there's some women that are really great talkers, but Charlotte's right up there with her. And as far as in-ring ability, hey, good luck trying to find anyone else that could do what she does.
Oh my
she's
God.
incredible.
She wrecks my life with her, was it backwards moonsaults?
Her
Or corkscrew moonsault?
her
Oh my
moonsault
God.
is
Oh my God.
Thing of poetry.
it really is.
And every time she does a bridge, I'm like, you are a treasure. Like, you're a national treasure.
Yeah.
Lift her
Not
up
you,
just like
Kevin
that.
Owens.
And I understand that
Charlotte.
Sasha Banks fans being very upset that she lost, but you can't argue with Charlotte being the champ. I mean, she's the one that looks down on everybody. So the person who looks down on everyone should have the title. It's going to make her one of the most monster heels in the company, period.
Yeah, she's the champ. She is the definitive champ.
I mean, she had me already, but she definitely had me. What, it was like a Raw or two ago where she like called her father into the ring. Was that last week?
I want to say 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And called him in and was like, Dad, what was all this? What was all that? I apologize. Come on, let's bring it in. And then smack!
Yep.
I was like, oh my God, I love you.
Charlotte Crush.
Charlotte Machka.
That's what it is.
Exactly that.
So Bayley decides to hit the ring, and she's like, I'm not here to interrupt. Charlotte's like, well, you are interrupting. And Charlotte's like, you belong in the crowd. You don't belong in the roster. You're not anybody. And Bayley says, you know what? Now that the rivalry with you and Sasha's over, it's time for the Charlotte-Bayley rivalry to begin. Yeah.
Yeah, but then she called her number 4. And she was
Yeah,
like,
she's-
Oh,
oh.
the four. I mean,
Ooh.
but to be honest, no, I'm kidding. No, Bailey's the best. I mean, she's incredible, and the light that she brings when she hugged that little girl when she came out to the ring, and that little girl was like, "I love you,"
Yeah.
and Bailey was like, "I love you." That's what she's here for.
It's genuine.
This is it. This is why I'm glad the Sasha Charlotte thing is done, so this could happen.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this is the ultimate face versus the ultimate
This
heel.
is something that's going to go to
Ooh.
WrestleMania without a
Oh, I
doubt.
love that.
For sure.
Yes.
This is the epitome of wrestling.
Okay.
This
I
is
have-
good versus evil. This
I have
is
one
intrinsic.
question, though. Where does Emelina fit in on that?
Who
Oh,
gives
don't
a
worry. She's coming.
She's gonna just
Alright.
pretty herself all over, and I'm sure she's gonna. Wait, she's coming to Raw. Yeah, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's where her.
I'm
guess.
just
goals are.
wondering
Yeah.
about. I'm wondering about the I'm trying out different personalities in my head that she could be to fit with the Raw roster as it is right now.
Well,
I think she's gonna fight Dana.
yeah, I mean, the Raw roster needs depth when it comes to females because right now, Alicia Fox, I think she's amazing in the ring. Well, right now they have her as a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Dana
I
Brooks.
think
she
she's
can't be
amazing
more
on
than
the
that.
mic. No.
Oh, Alicia Fox
Nope,
is
not
incredible
one time.
altogether. She's
I
great.
love
No, she's
Alicia
great. But
Fox.
right now they have her as girlfriend.
So that's that.
That is what she will
Dana
be.
Brooks been off TV. Nia Jax is now going to feud with Sasha, whichever direction that goes. The question is, thinking way down the road to WrestleMania, if Bayley and Charlotte are involved. Is Sasha a heel at that point? Does she come in? Are we looking at triple threat at WrestleMania style?
No,
You're probably right.
I don't think so.
So then
Who is she gonna
Emelina.
fight?
Exactly.
Who is Sasha gonna fight?
Nia Jax.
Yeah. Her
Yeah, but
Oh,
later?
WrestleMania? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, then.
I mean, she's probably not
Yeah.
gonna fight at WrestleMania.
Don't forget, there could be trades involved over the next 6 months.
I can't handle that.
months.
My little heart,
Yeah.
my little cold heart can't handle
Goodness
it.
knows we might get back.
Oh my goodness
Actually.
me.
But yeah, Bayley and Charlotte, obviously they've had some great matches in the past, and Bayley challenges her tonight. And they do have a match, and it was very
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was fantastic, as you would
Yeah.
expect it to be. Very back and forth. Well, Bayley goes for the backslide once, not successful. Hits the backslide again. The referee counts the 3 count, but in the replay you can see Charlotte gets that right shoulder up at about 2 3/4.
Way up.
Way up, yeah.
Way up. So Bayley wins, but amidst controversy with that one.
Well, it's just gonna mean they're gonna fight more.
Absolutely.
Great. I'm into it.
But she definitely proved to herself right then. It's like, oh, Charlotte, yeah, you know what? The Bailey's here now. Now we're going to tangle.
She's giving me mean Sami Zayn vibes, and I dig it.
What do you mean?
Like she has, I don't mean mean, I like as in rude, I mean mean as
Like
intense?
intense?
Yeah, like intense. Because they give me the same feeling in the ring where you're like, wow, they just really put everything that they had into that. When Bailey's hair falls out and she has her little thing flying around, I'm like, you are giving all of yourself. And I appreciate
does.
that. Yeah, and the way that she holds her arm and holds her chest, it's amazing. She's
And she's-
incredible.
Yeah, she sells well.
And that's exactly how she's like the most genuine human being you'll meet. Like I met her She did a couple tapings for Championship Wrestling. I'm talking, geez, like 5 years ago when she was Davina Rose was her name, and she was like the nicest, most quiet. She was really new at the time too.
No.
Super nice, super quiet, but you could tell like there was something there. Like she was really talented, and she just stayed who she was, and now look at her. So,
Yeah.
lesson learned, guys. Stay who you are. Just keep working.
Did you ever see it wasn't Tough Enough. It was something on
You mean the reality
it was the
one?
reality thing
Yeah.
where she was on the network and Enzo was like, "Eat your beans, Bailey."
I don't.
She was feeling
remember that
she was
specific.
feeling sick one day and she was like, "I don't want to eat." They were like went to Crafty and she was like, "I don't what?"
Breaking Ground.
Yeah, Breaking Ground.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
She was like,
Great
"I'm
show.
sick. I don't want to eat." And Enzo was like, "Bailey, you gotta eat your beans. The more you eat, the more you fat." And that was it. That's the end of my story. But I loved it, and it was endearing. And she was a little sicky, and Enzo
Yeah.
took care of her. Ooh, they should date.
She's a ooh. That'd be interesting. Maybe he'd be a little less sexist that they're having
I
right
mean,
now.
I don't know if Enzo's
But,
gonna be.
I don't know. I like her little Hufflepuffness.
She's a
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff, but so is he.
Yeah, well, I don't think Enzo's gonna be.
Got engaged.
There you go.
Well, in real life,
Yes.
Yeah, we're not talking about
we don't.
that.
I don't know about that.
And I don't think Enzo's going to be conscious, as you'll see at the end of this episode. Back to sensitivity training.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
You're not allowed to say bogin, and everyone gets into their sensitivity. Backlund does some squats. Enzo calls Jinder a schmuck. And then Jinder says, "I'm Enzo Amore, and I have little man syndrome, and I have a big mouth and a bad attitude." So everyone's getting along well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a productive meeting for the sensitivity training.
Thus far. Emelina, guys, aforementioned. She's on her way.
She's coming with all of her Instagrams.
On her way.
With whatever personality is going to be it, and I hope it's not, suntan model.
She did tweet today. They showed on Raw.
Oh my God.
That's right, they did.
She's tweeted.
Yeah.
Hey,
like,
God bless.
Yeah, what was it? It was like something along the lines of, now that I finally have your attention, after the Iron match is done, prepare for Emelina, something
Hey.
along those lines.
I mean,
I'm sure Chat Roll can give me an exact.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. I give her all the credit in the world. She had a lumbar disc herniation issue. That is painful. She had surgery,
intense,
and
yeah.
somehow she came back in even better shape. That's so difficult to do. I'm talking, her diet must have been crazy strict. She must have had an incredible trainer working with her, because she already looked great. Now she looks completely transformed. This is after a disc herniation. That's really hard to do.
I will take your word for it.
So I can't wait for her to come back. I hope it's going to be something fun.
Yeah, I just hope they go superhero with her. I want something like that.
I don't
nice.
think they
Ask
will.
me about my feminist agenda superhero.
I don't think they will.
They won't. But
see.
that would be really fun and very different.
I mean, right now she's looking very empowered, so we'll see what happens with
She
it.
is looking, but she's looking strong. I like somebody coming in and saying like, "I know what I'm worth." I
Yep.
dig that.
For sure. Well, back to sensitivity training for the last time. They all say what they learned. Bo will stop forcing Bo Leafs onto others. Darren Young will stop being so sensitive and more supportive of his life coach. Bob wants him to do squats.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Jinder will think before he acts out. And Enzo says he's excited about being more sensitive, especially as a lover. And then he tells the coach lady? Well,
Coach lady.
coach lady
Let's call her
Yeah.
that.
to switch off
The
Instagram
moderator,
handles.
maybe.
And then as he turns
Coach lady.
around, Rusev is standing there, and then Jinder Mahal decides to corner him. And oh boy, this rivals that hotel beating. I worry for Enzo because they look like some rough shots to the head.
They don't look supported.
No.
I enjoy the change of venue, like what they're doing. I mean, it really hits my nostalgia bone with things. But it's kind of like, oh, don't pull on the shoulder like that, and not in the face, not that hard in the face.
In his poor head. He can't. His poor head.
I'm telling you, in the hotel, the same thing happened where I'm watching and I'm like, look, I don't know if my eyes are deceiving me. Those look like really rough shots that he's
Yeah.
taking. And tonight happened again. It looked like at one point Jinder really popped him in the head. Rusev tossed him through that like little sign where there was nothing behind it except a wall. I don't know how you're protecting yourself from that. And this is a guy who already had a major concussion.
Yeah.
Also, that slap was nothing to turn your butter at. That was a slap, if I've ever seen one. That Lana slap,
Yeah.
that was some follow through.
Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
that was
Inertia.
solid.
And that was before the
That
table.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Pre-table slap.
The table
that was
crash was the
full
safest
in.
thing in the whole
I
segment.
know.
Everything else before that was really rough, and I worry for Enzo's head.
Yeah, but she did land it in just the right spot on his
Sure.
face. Like, that was professionally landed.
The slap. I'm talking about everything Rusev and Jinder did before that. I'm watching it, and I'm really uneasy watching that.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable, but good, I guess. I mean, if they're gonna do it, if he says yes to it, that's on him.
It's on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you were affected by it, that's for sure.
Yes, I
You weren't
was.
just like sitting there like, whatever, yawn. No, it's just like, oh god, don't die.
I mean, it did make me truly have a distaste for Rusev, and I love him. So I guess mission accomplished.
I think it worked. I think it definitely worked.
Interesting.
And let's see, maybe we'll get a Rusev tweet in or so. Let me check as we go to the main event.
Ruru.
Reigns and Rollins taking on Jericho and Kevin Owens.
Okay.
You know,
Cool.
a lot of back and forth. And, overall thoughts.
It was fine. I know that we're just kind of like, oh, okay. I think maybe we have a teensy bit of fatigue. Perhaps maybe it's just on my part with like with some Reigns stuff.
Rollins did hit an enziguri that was beautiful, but I mean there was some solid working, so
Yeah,
good on them.
Yeah, it was a little fun addition to just have Braun just show up, and the first person that was in his line of sight.
That almost made me spill my water.
Borgs! It's time to eat Reigns. Yeah, was Reigns and that happening.
Yeah, Braun came down and literally destroys everybody. And that's how Raw goes off the air. So this was a very brawny Christmas.
Braun.
Your thoughts?
Braun.
It's like if you say his name 3 times, his music will hit.
Oh, Bloody Mary, I get it. I'd rather have a dead girl slash me in the face than see this again. No. That's extreme.
Yep.
Maybe a little bit. I dig the angle. I dig the push. It is overkill. For me, in this Raw, to have him interrupt almost every match.
Yep.
Oh, Strowman.
And
But-
also,
I was thinking like the Reigns Rollins thing.
throw Charlotte out of the ring. Like, I get that they don't do intergender matches. But if you're going to do it, do it.
But that takes another whole direction. You don't really want to go that route.
Oh, I do.
Well, I know you do, but
I do.
bad idea.
Yeah.
I know
like
it's a bad idea.
A Strowman and Jax kind of a thing. If the two of them teamed up together in some way and just were like walking the halls.
I don't want
that
them
would
to
be
team up.
interesting.
I want them to fight. I want to see them fight. I need to see
I
a
think-
double choke slam.
I think Jax would take him, but it'd be really, really dirty. It'd be a dirty match.
I'll say this. I really enjoyed Sammy and Braun at Roadblock. That was one of my favorite matches for sure.
Oh,
Nice.
What's up?
Andrea remembers the man boat. Ty and Scott on SmackDown used to do man boat for me, and they would, in the chat roll, they would do rapid fire man boat round where everyone in the chat roll would say a wrestler, and I would say if I would put them in my man boat, which I think we all know what that means.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not for Raw. I totally get that. But Andrea, I see you, or Andrea, I see you and I love you.
Yeah, and you'll have to explain to me
And-
what the man boat is.
You're in
Yeah,
my man boat.
That took me a second, but
Okay.
You're in
I
my
get
man
it.
boat.
Think I got it.
Do you
Anyways,
think you get it?
we'll talk afterwards.
Okay, cool.
I think we can close out with a Rusev tweet though, because we have one that he just tweeted less than
And
an hour
Corey,
ago.
I'm sorry, and Corey, I love you.
Yeah, while you're setting that up, it would be great if Reigns lost the title to Sami Zayn, and then Strowman
Interesting.
went after Sami Zayn for the title.
That would make sense, but
that
right
would
now, there's
Markeia, I like that.
I'd watch it.
I like
no.
that.
I do. I'm
Yeah.
just saying Roman has to defend the title first
Yes, who's that?
at some point. So let's get a Rusev tweet. Tweeted just 15 minutes ago. And kids, this is what happens when you talk bad to girls. You get spanked.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, that's what he
That's-
said. This is what happens when you talk back to girls. You get spanked.
The thought of a grown man saying spank really just
You love it.
grinds
You love
my
it. You love it.
yes.
Grinds your gears.
I love it.
You absolutely love it.
Power of positivity.
That's right. So that is Monday Night Raw following Roadblock. And, well, next Sunday is Christmas.
And Hanukkah.
And Hanukkah.
Yeah. They're on the same day this year.
I did not know that. Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta celebrate with the rest of the world.
8 crazy nights.
What is Krampus bringing you guys this year?
I have no idea.
No clue.
Yep. None whatsoever. But
It's probably going to be a video game.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
all,
nice.
all I asked Krampus for so far was a traveling neck pillow. I'm really excited. Because I lose my damn traveling neck pillow almost every time I fly. And I'm like, I'm going to hang on to it for once. So I was like, Krampus, bring me a traveling neck pillow. I swear to God, I won't lose it this time.
Okay, maybe you should do one of those things like, you know how people when they have glasses and they have a little leash.
Yeah, I'll
they
make a
put it on?
lanyard. I'll make a traveling neck pillow
yeah.
lanyard. I look like the coolest dude.
I'll just give
Hey,
you
it'll
mine.
catch
I hate
on.
mine. I'll give you mine.
No, I'm getting a really fancy one.
Oh, I hate mine.
Okay. I have to fly Spirit Airlines across the country on Christmas night.
No.
I am.
Don't do that.
I've done it, but I have to.
Yeah.
The flights were way too expensive everywhere else, and there's the only in the winter, I don't like layovers because you know what can happen in layovers. So
Right.
they had a nonstop to Philly. I gotta go Spirit.
You gotta do what
So
you
I
gotta
need
do.
I need a good neck pillow to tolerate the flight.
I understand that.
Oh, and I'm not sure which video game just yet. I'm working through Skyrim Remastered still.
Hey.
Like I didn't, work through that 2011 and 2012.
For sure.
So I don't know what the next one's
Feliz
going to be.
Navidad.
So with that said, I just want to say, number one, to both of you, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me on
And,
the last show.
another year has come and gone. I lost count of how long I've been here now. I want to say it's been over 3 years. Chat roll might know. I don't know.
Yeah.
And, yeah. 2016 in the books.
Yeah.
Aw.
Well, I've enjoyed doing this show because it's like, it's like talking about wrestling, but it's also positive. It's a positive way of talking
Yes.
about wrestling, which,
I mean, look, we'll give constructive criticism when it's
Constructive
needed, but the
criticism,
last thing we're going to do
definitely.
is, if we didn't like it, we wouldn't watch it.
Right, that's what I
Yeah.
hate. It's like we're wrestling fans.
Yes.
Be a fan of
Yeah.
wrestling. And you
Yeah.
can not like things, and that's okay.
Absolutely.
fine.
We're not going to like everything.
Yeah,
I mean-
I'm not a huge fan of the dumping on everything because it's like, why are you watching it if it doesn't bring you some kind of joy?
But some people find joy in criticism.
That is very true. That
And-
is a fact.
To me, that's fine for you guys.
But
Godspeed.
the point that I was getting at though is that I really enjoy being a part of the show. I wish that Ty was here too, but I'll hug Rachel in this place.
I'll pat. Ooh,
Ooh,
I hit you in the head, but I'll
Already,
pass it along.
good brother AJ0314 says July 15th, 2013 was my first time here. Holy smokes.
Wow,
Wow.
Yeah.
fun, Dad.
And I haven't gotten any older.
Wow, can you believe that? That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, dads don't age;
No.
they mature.
Not at all. So anyways, let's all put ourselves over. Markeia McCarty, hit it up.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Markeia McCarty, Markeia McCarty, and also Snapchat, Darth Thinmans, as in Vader, and Girl Scout cookies. And I guess there's not any shows for me to plug because I'm taking like the next week and a half off. So I'll be really active on Snapchat. So check me out there.
Get it. Rachel Sam Evans.
Hello. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Rachel Sam Evans or Rachel Sam Bands, depends on how your brain works. Also, www.youtube.com/snarled, which is my channel, and I love it. And also, this Thursday is our last of the year Lucha Underground after show. And Ty will be there. So, I mean, not to brag or anything, but like,
And we
Ty's
just
gonna be
interviewed
there.
Rey Mysterio.
And today we interviewed Rey Mysterio. Please check that out on AfterBuzz TV.
That's right, everybody. Find me on Twitter at JQuasto. Of course, the Wrestling Compadres Slamcast on Fox Sports at Fox Compadres. We had another great week of shows. We had Brandy Rhodes in studio. This week coming up, we're going to have our regular Wednesday episode, and we got the Young Bucks this Friday.
What?
Yeah, we got the Young Bucks. And so the show
Holy
keeps
crap,
getting
I
better and
love
better.
them.
We keep growing. So if you're not listening or watching, please follow at Fox Compadres. Also, comedy shows. I'm at the Irvine Improv this Wednesday and Thursday. And next week, I'm back home in Pennsylvania. I have a show Wednesday the 26th, Thursday the 29th. I can't keep it straight. And I'm in New York City on the 27th. So if you're anywhere in the East Coast, hit me up. I'll tell you how to get tickets to the show. But other than that, guys, follow Ty Matthews at Ty Matthews PMA. and watch Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. We can't thank you enough for watching, for listening. Have an amazing holiday season,
Yes.
everyone, and we'll see you on the interwebs.
Happy holidays.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.